Hi, I'm Luann Hammond, DrivingTheNation.com. I am here with Michael Austin,
Hello.
the Vice President of BYD America.
That's correct.
In 2015, you are going to be bringing a vehicle to the United States.
A consumer vehicle. We've brought vehicles for fleet sales to the United States, but it'll be the first consumer launch.
So you are unveiling that today.
We are, because it is launching this year in the Chinese consumer markets.
And it's the
Ching, the Ching.
Yes, in fact, it's from the Ching Dynasty.
That is absolutely true. So before Emperor Ching came about, there was no emperor, there was no empire. There were a number of warring tribes all across China, and the great thing that Ching did was he brought together all the cultures, the best of every culture, united China into one nation, and that began the Qing Dynasty. So he's considered the beginning, the first emperor of the empire.
And so this car will unite.
So this converges all of the best features that BYD has developed. 3,000 engineers worked to develop all the different features in this car. It took them 2,000 days to come to the full design and launch of the Qing vehicle. And 1,000 patents are integrated into the single car.
In fact, the code name was 321.
321 was the code name,
right.
Exactly.
And it's a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle.
It is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle.
It says TID on there.
So TID stands for three different parts. It's not turbo diesel injection.
Okay.
It's a turbocharged direct injection.
Right.
Dual clutch. So dual clutch is a brand new technology, a very efficient clutching mechanism for automatic transmissions. So it has a 440 Newton meters torque, which is interesting because that allows that vehicle to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.9 seconds.
If you went over to the United States and there was a Mercedes,
there are some very high-end Mercedes that are equivalent to 440 Newton meters of torque. But only the very highest end. And this is not meant to be a high-end vehicle. It's a mass market vehicle.
What kind of money are you talking about?
Mid-20s.
Okay. Now, you say mid-20s and people go, oh, it's going to be Chinese, it's not going to have any luxury, it's not going to have...
Very luxurious. Wonderful amount of features. There's 8 cameras, surround view, which interpolate all of the view and give you a bird's eye view of your own car driving.
Right.
So it's in real world. So you see that in the display. It's a 360-degree panoramic view of your own vehicle on the display.
Where are the dealerships?
Well, we have a couple years to get that in place. Today we're just fleet focused, so we don't have too many locations. We have our Los Angeles display center, which shows the dealers how we'd like the image to be presented. There'll be probably dealers on the East Coast and West Coast is our first idea for the launching points.
You actually have a collaboration with Mercedes as well.
We do. In China, we've developed the Denza brand, which is a joint BYD Daimler Mercedes vehicle, and that's also being announced today, going into mass production this year.
In China?
In China, starting in September, I believe, is what they will announce.
So this is interesting because BYD has a collaboration with Mercedes in China.
Yes.
Tesla has a collaboration with Mercedes in the United States.
Yes.
And do you see, once you get into the United States, that you may start a collaboration with more manufacturers?
We've had collaborations with other manufacturers.
Which ones?
Volkswagen. So we're not exclusive.
Most people know that Warren Buffett owns 9.9% of BYD Ltd, the whole company. What most people may not know is that 50% of BYD is owned by U.S. conglomerates.
Over 50% own the stock holdings of the BYD entity. Chairman Wang owns about over 25%. So of the stock holdings, over 50% of that is U.S. owned.